Hey everyone, what's happening? My name is Quincy Davis. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you're new, thanks for checking out my channel. Hopefully you'll enjoy this lesson enough to press the like button and subscribe. Also leave a comment or two. I love hearing from you, and I do try to get back to everybody who writes. All right, so this lesson is a sequel to a previous lesson I put out a few weeks ago called 8 Killer Bebop Drum Phrases for Soloing. And I'll make sure I put a link down below and above. And if you haven't checked that out, make sure you do that. Bebop is the foundation of all modern day improvisation on the drums and on any other instrument. And it's really crucial to study bebop, the way it was spoken, the way the musicians kind of interacted with each other, the usage of rhythmic interplay, so many things that were kind of established in the 40s during this bebop era that are completely important and correlate to everything that we do today. And specific to the drums, the application of rudiments is the same and was really strongly established in the bebop era. The speed at which drummers moved around the drums, when you listen to somebody like Max Roach, wow, he got around the drums so fast but so smooth and evenly, which leads you into being able to use stickings, right? Different stickings to make getting around the drums as smooth as possible. Another thing that kind of comes up is groupings, right? You have groupings, different groupings of stickings, right? The usage of accents to create rhythmic melodies. So many things. And then another really important thing is the usage of, or the understanding of, playing phrases, how to create phrases, right? So to understand the language, the bebop language, and to try to get it to come out on the drums, you got to listen to it. You have to listen to it. You got to put it in your ears. Drummers you have to listen to include Kenny Clark, Max Roach, Big Sid Catlett, Shadow Wilson, right? Philly Joe Jones, Papa Joe Jones, Denzel Best, Buddy Rich. There's so many. Roy Haynes. There's so many that you have to really check out, because these are the forefathers of this idiom, right? You get it in your ears, then it starts to come out. And even before putting it on the drums, practice vocalizing it. Ba-um. Right? So I can really vocalize it, and I'm going to play exactly what I just sang. Well, not verbatim, but you're going to hear how the way I'm singing is exactly how I'm going to play it. Right? So now, before I show you 8 more killer bebop phrases, volume 2, right? I want to show you 3 get in the door, sound like a bebop jazz drummer right away kind of starter phrases, okay? And the first one, really simple, really simple. All it is bebop. If you say that word, then you just put it on the drums. Bebop. Bebop. So if you're putting it in time, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bebop. Bebop. And I know it seems super easy. Then play with it. Put it in different places. Play it with. Right? You can kind of just play with that. The next thing is 6-stroke roll. All right. I'm going to show it to you. If you don't know it already, you should know it already. If you don't, I'm going to show it to you. That's it. Right, left, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right. Accents, not accents. Accents, not accents. Okay? Sounds like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. super common rudiment that's used in a bebop context. Not only bebop, obviously. It's applied. You can hear that applied to any style of drumming. Thank you, bebop. Hello. Okay, so if we put those two starter phrases together, let's see what that sounds like. Wow. Ah! Right? That's just two starter phrases. Okay, the third one is super easy and really hip, right? 1, 2, I'll just play it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Right? That's all it is. Not complex, not complicated. It's more about learning the language than learning something that's really complicated. Here we go. Let's combine all three. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you can hear, I literally just used those three starter bebop phrases, and just by virtue of using those phrases, which are authentic bebop phrases, I sound like I'm playing bebop, and you can too. Okay, so mess around with those phrases, which you're going to hear those starter phrases, kind of in different ways with these 8 killer bebop phrases that I'm going to show you later on in this lesson. So just make sure you're aware of when they occur so that you can really recognize them and you'll start to hear them a little more naturally. So very important. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to show you 8 phrases, right? 8 more phrases because I showed you 8 phrases before. And in showing you these 8 killer bebop phrases for drums for soloing, I'm going to also just kind of break down some of the trademark bebop isms, if you will, and show you what they are and maybe kind of expound on those exact phrases. So you want to make sure you download the PDF to this, okay? I have a PDF on my website. I'll put the link there. I'll put the link down below as usual, so you can follow along really clearly and you can practice it. I'm going to play it again. I'll play it slower though. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what makes this sound kind of, what gives it its bebop sound, right? For me, what kind of makes it sound bebopish is the usage of the doubles, right? You hear a lot of doubles used in this phrase. That combined with the accents. So that alone is something that you can kind of expound on and play with while working on your doubles. So just take that concept. In fact, this is the first solo in rolling in rhythm in the Wilcoxon, the Charlie Wilcoxon modern swing solos, a favorite of Philly Joe Jones, by the way. Here we go. So just using that concept, accent doubles. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I made a whole new phrase based off of accents and doubles, basically. Okay, and that's the idea. You're using rudiments in a language. Hello, language. It's not just random notes. It's language. Okay, so I'm using my rudiments and I'm using phrases in a language-oriented manner. killer bebop phrase number zwei, or dos, or Niban. Number 2. Here we go. 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, you catch it? I'll play it a little faster now. 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's break this down really quick. Triplets. Hello. Triplets is absolutely a characteristic of bebop drumming, played in so many different ways. In this case, this is a Philly Joe Jones kind of phrase, and something that I notice he does, and something that is also very characteristic of bebop drumming, is that you bring the accents out and you de-emphasize the non-accents, and it really brings out the melody, the rhythmic melody of the phrase. So in this case, the rhythmic melody of that first part of the phrase, hopefully you're looking at it, it sounds like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Right? But you add your left hand, and it pretty much sounds the same. It just adds a little more feel, I should say. 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Super subtle, right? So you can just take that and see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Why not? You can do that. That combined with 16th notes next. Again, it's the same concept. Accented doubles, right? Doubles combined with accents. So you got triplets, and then you got 16th notes. That's pretty cool. Let's play with that idea. 1, triplets to 16th. 16ths to triplets. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So on and so forth. I'm just kind of experimenting and playing around with the idea and the sound. Hey, before I continue, I want to make sure you're aware of my digital download store, where I've created and uploaded many play-alongs designed specifically to help us drummers, right? We're always looking for good play-alongs, and there's various play-alongs in there to address various concepts and challenges that we face playing with bands. So if you want to check that out, I'll put the link down below for that. In addition, if you're ever interested in taking a group lesson with me, make sure to check out my website for the next group lesson that I'm offering. I just gave 3 today, and I had such a fantastic time. I think the participants also had a fun time and got a lot out of the lessons, not only from my teaching, but also from fellowshipping with like-minded drummers who are just trying to get better. So if that interests you, make sure you visit my website and sign up right away, because spots fill up fast. Number 3. Let's see what this sounds like. This is another Philly Joe Jonesism. Here we go. 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I know many of you have probably heard that before. Billy Boy, sound familiar? Milestones. Do your homework. Here we go. 1, a little faster. 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now we're introducing the cross stick sound, stick on stick sound, which I did a video of a while ago. Check that out. That's a great sound. You'll hear Roy Haynes use it a lot. You'll hear Philly Joe Jones use it a lot. So many wonderful drummers use that. So it's such a common sound. So you play with that. Play with that rhythm, right? You can put it under. Okay, number 4. Bebop phrase number 4. Here we go. 1, 2, a beat, uh. Sound familiar? It should. Mr. Roach calling Mr. Roach. 1, a little faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's keep it moving. Here's number 5. 1, 2, 6-stroke roll. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! So great. So great. Super simple incorporation of the rudiment, the 6-stroke roll, and just moving that bad boy around. Let's see what happens if we just kind of mess with that idea. 1, 2. Right? Such a great rudiment, and such a rudiment that I associate with the bebop sound. Super useful, super user friendly. If you don't know your 6-stroke roll, that's it. Learn it. All right, working our way down to the bottom. This is number 6. 2, 1, 2, 3. All right, let's try it again a little faster now. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Hey, that one incorporates that one little bebop phrase that I told you about. There it is. It's right there measure 3. Okay, let's check out number 7. This is a good one. It's tricky. You got to coordinate your feet. By the way, for all of these, you'll notice I'm playing hi-hat on 2 and 4. If that's too much for you, then keep the hi-hat. You don't have to play hi-hat. I recommend you practice towards that and work towards that. You should be able to do it. But if it interferes with you being able to work on your bebop phrasing, maybe start without the hi-hat and then add it later. However you want to incorporate it, but definitely work towards it. Don't force it right away. Here we go. Number 7. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Whenever I hear them, it just makes me happy. Puts a smile on my face when I hear them, because I can imagine all my favorite drummers playing these phrases. So, all right, here we go. I'm gonna play it again. Play it a little faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Another characteristic of bebop drumming is syncopation. Lots of syncopation. So you'll hear in measure 3, right? That kind of thing is super characteristic of bebop phrasing. Even that first phrase, I mean, it's very syncopated, but has a very clear and hip rhythmic melody that you can identify. So if I just move that around. Right? So I'm just kind of messing around with the idea and seeing what I can come up with, as you should too. Okay, here is killer bebop phrase number 8. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? I'm going to do it again a little faster now. And by the way, that first part of it, a lot of my students actually are confused by it. All it is you're dropping the left hand for multiple bounces, right, until the next note occurs. The right hand is just a single stroke, right? That's why on the handout you'll see right over top of the left, okay? That's what that means. They're playing together, but only your left hand is buzzing. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, a little faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. One, two, one. And so all of those ideas were based on ideas from this exact handout. All right. And that's the idea. When you're trying to learn a language, you have to learn the fundamentals, and you have to learn the basic sentences first before you get too fancy and try to say anything too complicated or complex. You have to be able to really say, I am going to the store. Where is the bathroom? If you can't say those phrases, those sentences exactly like that in different languages, then it's wasting your time to try to say anything more complex. So that's the idea behind all of these handouts, these phrases. All right, so that is the lesson, and I hope it helps you understand better how to bop on the drums, and all that entails. I strongly encourage, and it's actually imperative, if you really want to learn how to bop on the drums, you of course got to practice, and you got to check out these phrases, do some transcribing, but you got to listen, put it in your ears. If you want it to come out on the drums, you got to put it in your ears. So make sure you're doing that. Check out my website and make sure you download this free PDF, all these 8 killer bebop phrases. And if you haven't checked out the previous video, make sure you do that. There's also a handout for those phrases as well. Okay, until the next time, take care, keep swinging, practice hard, but practice smart. Take care. Bye-bye.